It's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about those lucky cases where maybe you did phase one, growth modification, expansion, could have done a 2x4, who knows what you did, and it looked pretty darn good after that. So here's an example of a patient, age 13, had a little expansion done in phase one. All in all, pretty darn good, considering it was done when he was maybe 8. Sorry, I don't have the pictures back then, just have what they look like at 13. Parents came in, parents were happy. Wow, this is so cool. You made the space. And I can tell you, I don't have the early pictures, but I remember this patient started with almost 100% over bite and about 4 millimeters over jet and some narrow arches. So it was pretty incredible that we ended up here with perfect overbite and overjet class 1, not class 2. If anything, a hair class 3 on the left side. And maybe we have like 1 millimeter of crowding right here on number 7, and maybe 1 or 2 millimeters of crowding on the lower 2s. I mean, not bad for not having had braces or Invisalign or any type of aligners, just a functional appliance making space. If you build it, they will usually drop in pretty decent. So I always like to say that a lot of times braces or Invisalign or even phase 2 isn't necessary, medically necessary. I mean, cosmetically, this is pretty borderline. Like most parents would be totally fine with this, especially if they can save $5,000 and not have to have phase 2. So we did give this patient a set of retainers at age 13. We said, hey, it's not gonna stay this nice if you don't wear the retainers. Always, whether you have third molars, you don't have third molars. He did have third molars, but he did get them out. But people like to blame it on the third molars, but it's just coincidence. Unless they're like crazy mesially inclined. But in this case, it's just normal mesial migration. If you just leave them alone and you don't have retention, they're gonna start to crumple up in the front. It just happens. And it happens so slowly that people don't notice it until they notice it. And then they're like, oh no, I should have worn those retainers. So this is exactly what happened here. Patient comes back, age 18. Granted, these photos were taken from the Invisalign photo uploader. So don't worry about the quality of these photos. These were taken with a DSLR camera, but that's okay. I don't mind. But you can definitely see that this same tooth number 7, is a lot more rotated than it was before. And these lower 2s, especially this one, is a lot more rotated. But there are a few things that I like better that just happened over time with settling, not having had a retainer. First of all, the midlines actually became perfect. They were slightly off at the beginning, and it looks like the lower was a little canted, and they just like, boom, went on. I love that. And the bite on the sides is like money class 1, just so settled, so coordinated. It's definitely better than it was here, which was still a little inclined. So I love that part of it. So this type of case is like a slam dunk, blink and you're done type of alignment case. I'll take this case any day for phase 2 treatment. You can use it. This is a green case. I talk about green cases. If you don't know what a green case is, look it up. Green case selection for general dentists. Look it up in my channel. This is like blink and you miss it. Throw any aligner system at this. It's going to be so easy. I was kind of surprised on the default. Invisalign put it at 32 aligners, which I thought was kind of surprising, probably because we asked for more expansion and less proclination. It's because he is a little shallow. So we wanted to really build it as transverse as possible because he does have a little bit of a narrow smile, just to give him that look. And it's going to be an easy case. So 6 months, he's going to have this done before he goes off to college. I guess the girlfriend wants him to do it now, so he's going to do it. Super handsome guy. So super excited, but I just wanted to share. I preach phase 1 treatment, and I tell you, you don't always need phase 2. Can't predict, can't promise, but this is just a perfect example of what can happen and why you do need that retention. Although I don't regret that he didn't wear it, because I actually really love the bite on the sides, and that this whole settling and the midline just sucking in like that and everything just uprighting on its own is actually a lot harder to do. So perhaps if we had gone straight into a phase 2 from here, it would have been a lot longer than 30 aligners. So I can straighten these laterals, no problem. So, all right, hopefully that was helpful. Thanks.